Knicks family, what's poppin'? It's your boy. Welcome to a quick edition of the Shootaround. The Shootaround streams the day after every game, about 12:30 p.m. So if the game is on a Monday, the Shootaround will stream on Tuesday, about 12:30 p.m. And on each episode, we discuss strategies that Tom Thibodeau will use in practice or in the Shootaround to address issues from the night before. We also cover other NBA news from around the league. There's a question going around. Why is Elfrid Payton still the starting point guard? Why not Immanuel Quickley? And I think Tom Thibodeau somewhat answers that question for us. It was asked by Ian Begley, what do you see from Elfrid Payton that fits with the starting lineup, and from Immanuel Quickley that fits with the second unit? Take a listen.
With the starters, what do you see with how Elfrid fits with that group? Obviously, they played well today. And then is there something you see with Quickley with how he fits with the bench group that you like?
Well, I love both guys, and they're different, and they bring different things to the team. And so that gives us great flexibility, and we can mix and match. And we really haven't done a lot of that yet because of the things we've gone through in terms of our injuries. But at some point, hopefully, we'll be able to get to that. But I think when you look at Elfrid, and you look at his defense and his size, and a lot of these guards, particularly the point guards in the NBA today, they're a load to deal with. And so I think he has a good understanding of how to defend them. I think he can play make for us, and when Quickley comes in, it gives us a different look. And we'll hopefully get to a point where we can play both of them together. Also, I love Elfrid's size, and I like the things that he brings to our team.
Okay, so I want to make a couple of points. Number one, I feel like Tom Thibodeau is trying to establish some continuity within the team. You seen last year with David Fizdale, the lineups would be all over the place. Somebody would play 30 minutes one night, 2 minutes the next night, or 0 minutes the next night. There was never any consistency. I think Tom Thibodeau's trying to establish some consistency. And once he feels like, okay, these guys are consistent, they understand their roles, I understand their roles, they understand what I expect of them, then he'll begin to tinker and move pieces around within that lineup. Number two, right now, at this moment, I believe that Immanuel Quickley works better and his production is maximized in that second unit. In the first unit, he'll defer to Julius Randle. He'll defer to R.J. Barrett. In the second unit, it's a more free-flowing style of basketball. Plus, the floor opens up for Immanuel Quickley to penetrate and shoot that floater. You got Kevin Knox, who can shoot it from the outside. Obi Toppin, who is a threat to shoot it from the outside. And yes, he's just getting back. You got Austin Rivers, who's a threat to shoot it from the outside. And soon, hopefully, we'll get Burks back, who's a threat to shoot it from the outside. So that unit looks different and brings a change up in the game. They can get up and down the floor. Having those shooters helps lead to a faster paced type of game because they can get it up the sideline, catch a shoot, boom. They can spread the floor open, let Immanuel Quickley drive down the lane, throw a oop to Nerlens Noel or Mitchell Robinson or whoever's in the game with him at that time. His style of play, his abilities, to me, fit better with that second unit. Has nothing to do with him being a worse or better player than Elfrid Payton. I think it has to do with style of play and where his abilities are maximized. Nothing against the kid. One of these days, he may end up being the starting point guard for the New York Knicks. If you want to say that he's a point guard, maybe he's better off being off the ball. Time will tell. But at the moment, I believe that you maximize his ability in that second unit. And I'd also like to see him getting more minutes with Obi Toppin than with Julius Randle, because I believe he and Obi Toppin can have a nice spark together, a nice chemistry together. Obi Toppin needs a guard that can get him the ball so that he can create vertical space. So far, the few games that we've seen Obi Toppin, we haven't been able to see a good screen and roll where he can just come up and guam until we played Boston, and we've seen it from Immanuel Quickley to Obi, rose up, two-hand tomahawk. That's what we want to see. And those two guys, because Immanuel Quickley has the ability to pull up that runner, that floater, the ability to get to the cup, that speed is going to open the game up and help to unlock some of the things that Obi Toppin can do. The last thing I want to say or mention or bring up or ask from you, do you really want to see Elfrid Payton and Austin Rivers trying to help unlock Obi Toppin? Is that what you want to see in the second unit? Let's be patient, ladies and gentlemen. Be patient. Let the lineups grow. Let them develop. And as Tom Thibodeau develops some consistency and some stability, then he'll start to, tinker and play around and mix and match and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm out of here. Be peaceful. Make sure you catch the Shootaround the day after each game, 12:30 p.m. Spread love, ladies and gentlemen.